Happy Friday, Positive People Army. I'm Heidi Allen, the founder of the Positive People Army, and it's Friday. We made it. It's finally here. Driving into work. Of course, my incredible husband is driving me in. Hi, Mike.
Morning.
So I love Fridays. I love everything about Fridays. In fact, it's kind of crazy because there's so many days that I love of the week, but of course I love Fridays. And I thought it would be really great today to talk about emotions. I have these conversations with all of you in the Army, a lot of you on a regular basis, and we talk about our emotions. And the emotions that I want to talk about today is not like, of course, we're all leading with our hearts, and that's a wonderful thing. I mean, I say constantly, my heart is on my sleeve, and it always is. I'm talking about those emotions, that roller coaster of emotions, when we feel out of control because of the emotions that are continually happening. So one thing you definitely need to be aware of with your emotions is they come from our thoughts. Our thoughts are where they stem from. All of them, all of our emotions. So if you're someone that's in a place of negative self-talk, then your emotions are going to fluctuate. They're going to go up and down continuously when things are happening. And that roller coaster of emotions is really not healthy. I mean, it can lead to anxiety, depression. It can actually impact not only your health, but it can impact the relationships around you. So you want to actually start to take control and be aware of these emotions. So the first thing I'm going to say to you is you need to validate your emotions. So I want you to think of your emotion as a child. A child is who your emotions are. And this child, so this emotion has come up from a thought, and this child now is jumping up and down like a lunatic, going, Mom, Mom, or Heidi, Heidi, whatever it is, jumping up and down. And if in that emotion, you are not validating that emotion, that child jumping up and down, and you're doing things like numbing these emotions. Maybe you're numbing them. I mean, I hear this one all the time where it's like, I'm eating my emotions. Alcohol, excessive exercise. I'm going to distract myself with video games or television. So you're not validating that emotion that is happening. And when you're not validating, embracing it, leaning into maybe an uncomfortable emotion, that's okay. Lean into it, embrace it, and accept it. Then that emotion is not going to be so hard because now you're aware of it and you're not continually numbing it, because of course then you're in this awful cycle where, for instance, if you're eating your emotions, then later you're going to feel guilty. You're going to hate yourself. I've gained weight. It's like, see that awful roundabout that you're on with your roller coaster of emotions. And here we need to balance them a lot more. Your emotions can go up and down, but they shouldn't spike up and spike down. We need to balance them. And then the next thing you have to start figuring out, because we're validating that emotion, but what triggered it? Do you know what triggered that emotion? Do you know the trigger? Like, I know for myself, there's a trigger that was, honestly, it was the hardest one for me. And it's for a lot of people, is when you get disrespected. So an example is last night. So a week ago, I asked my eldest son to change the garbage in his bathroom downstairs. I had gone in there. I noticed that the garbage was full. I told him to empty the garbage. I went in yesterday to put some towels in there. The garbage has not been changed. So I'm telling him over and over again, here's my trigger. There's my trigger. I'm instantly going to be angry. But you need to think about, remember, thoughts are our emotions. And in that moment, it's what is the truth and what is my